Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to another episode of Satisfactory. Here, I am at the remnant of our coal power plant, which I've started dismantling because it was too damn loud for me to do my intro. Although, I will tell you, if you guys did not know, you can adjust the volume of pretty much everything in the game, including down to individual uh, machines. Now I have the coal generators down to 75%, and additionally, the factory noises down to 80%, and these damn things were still too loud for me to do my intro. So, everything has been deleted. Unfortunately, this coal power plant just was not sufficing anymore, even after we'd only built it a few episodes ago. However, we now have Miner Mark IIs unlocked, which I now have 4 of them hooked up over there. So not only will we be doing double production from the ones we already had, there's also the 4th node, which you needed nobelisks to blow off and get access to. So I've done that, so now we will have a 4th line of coal coming into the plant as well. So that means we will be able to hook up many more coal generators. However, that means that we have to do a complete rebuild on this power plant. And it's gone. Hours to build, minutes to destroy. Sure, there's a profound life lesson to be learned there. Anyways, so for our rebuild, what I was planning was something very similar to what we already had, but bigger. Much, much bigger. So I couldn't really get the platform idea that I had earlier to work the way I wanted. So I've been working on something a little different here. So this is what I've come up with so far. Like a stepped platform of coal power plants that I thought looked kind of neat. This is our, I don't know, prototype that I've been working on. Right now I've got 32 coal power plants up there, which is the number that we need. I also have plenty of room for expansion later on if I need it, which is nice. I can even add another tier if we want before it starts becoming a clipping issue with the water extractors. So that is cool. Let me go take a quick peek up at the top. And also, I will show you guys something really neat about the coal power generators here that I didn't know. So let's see, the view from the top here looks kind of neat also. Let's go over to the little wall here. Not sure I'm going to keep these or not. I haven't decided about them yet. But yeah, right now this is our coal power plant. Thought it looked pretty neat. Obviously got to do some cosmetic work to it and other stuff. Also, we've got ourselves a road that I'm going to be using for the trucks to go up and down through here instead of along this sketchy, like, natural path that they were taking. So that's neat. Alright, anyways, let me show you something that I did not know about the coal power plant. These suckers, like vertically, they're very hard to clip because of the way that they're designed. But horizontally, you could stack these suckers into each other. You can move them 2 over into each other, so they're basically a single unit almost. And you can get a lot more stacked next to each other than you actually would realize. So that was a very handy discovery that I had found because I was having a lot of troubles with how big this sucker was getting. And even this, I need 32 of them, but realistically, you actually need 64, but I'm going to overclock them all to 200%. But, I mean, could you imagine 64 of these suckers here? It would just be big, big, big problem. And then that's not even counting the fact when we upgrade these to Mark III miners at some point in the future. I mean, we might not even be using coal power at that plant, but the option is there. If we did upgrade these to Mark IIIs, you could end up with a huge number of coal power plants. Another nice thing that I would like to point out is, unlike our modular frames factory, I have plenty of space under here to work on our piping and our conveyor belts, so that won't be an issue this time. Actually, it looks kind of neat under here. I wonder, maybe in the future I could do something else with this space, but I'll have to keep that in my back pocket for another time. Oh boy, doing pipelines and getting pumps to work correctly is very annoying. Like, this one only works sometimes, that one only works sometimes, all of these work, none of those work, and yet both sides of this are set up exactly the same way. The ones on the top don't work at all yet. Okay, I'm gonna have to do a little research here and figure out why none of this is working. That took forever to get going, but as you can see, all of the smokestacks are now burning, and I am polluting the air properly like I should be. So unfortunately, I haven't gotten much done as far as cosmetics go. As you can see, the building, or the power plant, is basically just an ugly gray structure currently, because I've not had time to do any of the cosmetics. Building just the framework and getting all of our pipe problems sorted out has taken many hours. So unfortunately, I really don't have a lot of time to just mess around and do the cosmetics. I'll have to come back to that at some point in the future. So anyways, as you guys can see, the inside here, basically I've got these hallways that have all of the pipes and the conveyor belts coming through, and we'll go down and take a peek at the insides here. Here is what the back of the build looks like. There's plenty of space in here that I don't really know what to do with. Probably not going to end up doing anything with it, unfortunately, but here is what it looks like. Alright, and let us head downstairs to where the water extractors are. Oh, it's so much more quiet down here. I actually had to turn the water extractors way down because trying to record this part of the video, you just couldn't hear a thing I was saying. So anyways, this is what it looks like down here on the bottom floor where the water extractors are. Got the conveyor belts all coming in and going over to their areas. All the lovely pipes we have feeding the water where we need it to go. And despite the fact I thought this build was very large, I actually almost ran out of space because of how big the water extractors are. I ended up having to overclock some of them. I only need 150 out of these, so we got one doing 150 and then one doing 120. However, I've been slightly increasing that to a bit over it. I don't know if that helps, but I'm gonna say it does. So if you're having water problems, try increasing the amount of water you're giving the pipes just a little over what you actually need. That seemed like to do the trick. That and making sure I understood how head lift worked. I had to watch a video on YouTube about it, which I will probably put up on the corner of the screen here in case any of you are also having problems with your pipe networks. So yeah, making sure the pumps were set up in a logical manner certainly helped, and also basically just rebuilding the entire pipe network, that also helped, which kind of sucked, which is another reason why this part of the video has taken forever. This build, I probably spent a good 10-15 hours just rebuilding the coal plant. So, you know, there is a lot of concrete, and I will mention it again. you never have enough concrete. I probably have 12 to like 15,000 concrete in this build right now. And it's not even done. So that is something to always keep in mind, guys. Always keep that in mind. You never have enough concrete. Anyways, now that this is functioning and we've got our power. Oh, actually, I didn't even show you guys how much power we're generating now. We are generating a whopping 4,800 megawatts of power, which is awesome. So hopefully that'll last us a little while. Anyways, we're going to go ahead back towards our modular frame factory and talk about what we are going to be doing now now that this is done. Our next step is to finish our the phase 2 of project assembly here, which means we need to make automated wiring, and to make automated wiring we need stators. So stators also lets us make motors, so the next thing we are going to be building is a motor factory, which we are going to be building down here somewhere where we have access to all of this iron and copper, which we will need to build the stators and the motors. We also need steel pipes, which are conveniently located right here. So the steel pipes and all of the other materials we need are going to be right here. So the factory is going to be sitting somewhere, probably right in the middle here in this nice flat spot. All right, this definitely seems like a good spot for a factory. We just need to make a few changes to it. Okay, much nicer, much nicer. Oh, we missed a few though. All right, let me just clean this up real quick and we can begin construction. And here is our temporary motor factory. I just wanted to get something up and running, so I had stators being built so we can get to the next tiers, 5 and 6. And I actually haven't even hooked up the actual motor assemblers yet. Our motor production is currently limited to a maximum of 10 motors per minute. I don't actually know how important motors are, so I don't know if that's a lot or if that's not going to be nearly enough in the future, but right now we are currently limited by the number of steel tubes that we create. Right now we're making 60 steel tubes, which is the max, which means we can only make 20 stators a minute. So that is our maximum capacity unless we want to increase our steel production, which might be a bit difficult because considering I am currently utilizing all of the steel or all of the coal that I have access to. It's either being used to generate, oh, we can update this, either being used to generate power or it's making the compact coal and the black powder. Now honestly, this plant down here, probably not super important. So if I need steel really badly, I can just dismantle this. I've got an industrial size container of black powder. I highly doubt I will need any more than that at any point in the game. And the compact coal is kind of important right now. Let's fix that because that was irritating me. You know, for our fuel purposes, but as soon as we unlock like oil and get into liquid fuels, the coal will probably become a lot less important for that, and we'll be able to switch it over to be utilized for steel. But until then, I'm just gonna have to deal with our limitations here. So, like I said, I didn't want to invest a lot of time into this if it's not gonna be super important, or if I'm gonna just have to tear it down and rebuild it, you know, and expand it greatly in the future anyways. So we'll see what happens with that. Anyways, I'm going to wait for some stators to build up. I'm gonna do and then we'll start making the automated wiring, and we will send off our stuff via the space elevator and unlock tiers 5 and 6. Speaking of temporary, this is how I have been making all of the project assembly pieces for the space elevator. I just threw some bins down. I had these assemblers over here that I overclocked to a 250%. And this is how I've been making all of the parts for the space elevator. Since I wasn't really sure where I wanted to put the space elevator, this is just a temporary home until I find some nice permanent place to keep it. I figured, you know, it was nice and centrally located and a very flat area. If you guys don't remember, this actually used to be a forested area here. Now, not so much. But yeah, we're almost done with the automated wiring. Just a few moments more, and then we can do phase 2 of project assembly. So that is going to be very exciting. I actually don't know what is in tiers 5 and 6. I don't try not to. I don't look ahead, and I am way past now any point I've ever been in the game before. You know, I've watched some other people play Let's Plays and stuff, but I don't really pay attention to what exactly they're doing. You know, I'm just sort of watching and enjoying. I'm not like taking notes or anything about what does what or any of that stuff. So, all right, we've got our automated wiring. Let's launch this bad boy. And away she goes. Ooh. It's another very cool animation. They did a great job with the space elevator. Alright, so now all of these can go hang out in here for now. Wait, do I not even need any more automated wiring? Yeah. That's kind of disappointing. Well, I might as well just let it build the ones that it has. Alright, now we have unlocked the ability to do tier 5 and 6. Let's go check out what they offer us. Also, this is a new addition here. This is going to be taking the rotors that we make, and it's going to be sending them over to the motor factory. Yeah, I decided instead of just setting up a whole new line for everything, I was already making an excess of rotors. So right now we're making an excess of 24 rotors. We only need 20 for the motor factory. So we're going to be sending those over there. And then we still have a little bit of excess for our building purposes. All right, let's check out what we have unlocked here in tiers 5 and 6. So we got oil processing. All right. Got alternative fluid transport. So package, so we can make. Okay, so we got biofuels, packaged oil, so we can ship oil and water and stuff around. That's interesting. Okay. Industrial manufacturing. We got the manufacturer, which has a bunch of ports on it. Can unlock the bigger truck, computers, modular engines, and the adaptive control unit. So we need both of these for the next phase of the project assembly. And let's see, tier 4 or tier 6 here. We got logistics Mark IV. The Mark IV belt does 480 a minute. Let's see, we need computers, rubber, heavy modular frames. All right, so all of the stuff here in tier 6, we're definitely going to need to do a bunch of things in tier 5 before we can unlock any of this. We can get the train also in tier 6. That's going to be a fun nightmare to deal with. But I can't wait to get to that. Alright, so tier 5 here. What do we want to get to? We can do oil processing first. Gas mask, that's not super important. Especially now that you can blow up the gas clouds. Honestly, besides the fact that it offers extra inventory slots, this is completely useless milestone now. Alright, so I think the thing we want to unlock first is probably... No, we need rubber or plastic for this. Plastic and rubber for this. So we're definitely going to have to do oil processing first. So we're going to have to work on our oil extracting. It's very exciting. So we need some motors. Alright, so it's a good thing that we built the motor factory. Great. But we only need 50 for it, so not a huge amount of that. Encased industrial beams, got it. Steel pipes, got it. Copper sheets, got it. You know what? We can unlock this very soon. So let me go actually finish doing the motor factory and get that hooked up. And then we will unlock oil processing. Motors are ready, and we can push the button. Bam. Oil processing has now been unlocked.
Reached. Oil acquisition and refining unlocked. Oil-based products can now be made. The byproducts of oil refinement can be used after further processing, as seen in the refinery. Caution.
Let's see where we got some oil around here.
Minimize the chance of expiration during out-of-base activities.
Nothing? Okay. Yeah. So it looks like there is no oil. Oh, wait. Oh, there we go. I was gonna say there is no oil anywhere near us. Okay, it looks like I know the next area we're gonna be heading to is over here where we have a bunch of crude oil, which we will have to start utilizing. Alright, we're going on a little trip here. Go see about our oil. I just gotta figure out how to get there. Oop. See a slug. And a spitter. Hello, sir. Goodbye, sir. Actually, I can take this path. And that'll lead me to where I want to go, I believe. Woo! I remember trying to come down here before I unlocked the nobelisks. So let's blow this sucker up. Bada bing, bada boom. I actually drive through this. Not. Oh god. Alright, we're gonna try that again, and we're gonna wait patiently for these to despawn this time before we try dropping on. I actually did not die when I fell down there. I actually fell... let's see here. That dark spot you see down there is actually like something you can land on, and it's still high enough above, I don't know, the world border that it doesn't actually kill you. But I was trapped like 300 meters down and on below there, and I was like, I'll just go back and do it again. Okay. Also, I hear. Oh my god, there's more. Oh, that was fun. So there's a thingy here. Get out of my way. Can I actually get up there, please? Aw. Why do these things have physics? Just, no. Like, who thought this was a good idea? Just despawn. Can't get up that way. Alright. We're gonna have to do this the boring way. So we can... Oh, wait, I can reach it? No? Oh, again.
Picking up multiple fixes personnel in the area. Proceed with harvest before it's too late.
Alright, back to our adventure. Really cool. Well, that's right, I'll go do random exploring off camera. Let's just head over to where the oil is. Oh god, that is not safe. There's a slug right there. Sorry, buddy. Oh, I didn't actually die. Whoops. Alright, so the oil is actually still kind of far away. Oh, that doesn't help me there. Crude oil. Where art thou? Okay, so it's... How that? Down here. Well, YOLO. There's a bunch of water here. It's on the other side of this lake. Got it. Hey. Oh, wait, let's not stop for that right now. Man, there's all kinds of cool stuff down here. Oh, Jesus. Oh, Jesus. Crap. Please no. Spitters, no. Oh, yeah, there's all kinds of bad things down here. A very spooky area. I drive through these, yes, but I cannot drive there. Well, I guess we're gonna have to go on foot from here because I don't know where to go. That's a big boy. It's gonna ignore you. Goodbye. God, there's a lot of dangerous creatures around here. Oh, actually, I went too far. I went all the way around. I did not realize it. Oh, yes. No. Hi, bye. Ow. Hi, bye. Where is our crude oil? It's somewhere around here. Let's get away from that dude real quick. Crude oil, where art thou? Oh. Oh, here we go. Yay. Alright, we have found the crude oil. It is protected by a lot. Oh my. Really? I was literally right here. Okay. Let me deal with this guy real quick. One was not enough to kill you. Okay. Alright, 2, and you did. Creatures are not very smart. Alright, another dead. Okay, so there's some crude oil here, and the other ones are close by. Alright, so this is going to be interesting. I don't think I actually want to build anything down here, because this is just... It would be really awkward and janky to try to build anything. So I think we're going to have to transport the oil out of here, unless we want to build on this lake here. But I mean, we already did that with the coal power plant, so I don't know if we want to do that again. But maybe I'll... Yeah, it doesn't look like the terrain up above is conducive to building either. So yeah, I think we're going to have to transport this crude oil out of here and ship it off somewhere else to refine and make into other products. But anyways, ladies and gentlemen, that's going to have to do it for today's episode because I'm going to have to do a little pondering about how we're going to build this. And, oh, actually, let me show you something real quick. I don't know if I showed you the refineries before, but these are all the different oil products you can make. Well, actually, these and the fuel are all the different oil products you make. So I got to decide whether or not I want to make plastic, residual plastic, rubber, residual rubber, petroleum coke. Looks like less efficient coal. Okay, so we're not going to be using that. But it is actually a byproduct of making plastic and rubber, so maybe. But we could also make residual fuel, which is a byproduct using the heavy oil. So I got a lot of things to decide here, so I'm going to take some time to think about that and figure out what is going to work for us. So until then, I hope you guys enjoyed the episode, and I will see you again next time.